What's going on, guys? This is Fletch here on Ultimate Halo. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the new Halo game, Halo Fireteam Raven, which is coming out, and it seems to be an arcade game. No idea where these will be based. Not too sure if there'll be many in the UK. I hope so, but hopefully I get to try one out in America later this year when I take a visit to Seattle. Ultimate Halo is going through some pretty cool changes right now. You won't see them very quickly, but make sure you're subscribed because it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. It's the first time I've been this excited for the channel in a long time, so stay tuned, sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment on what you think of the new game, and I'm going to talk through some of the lore on Halo Fireteam Raven.
Ultimate Halo.
Okay, so first and foremost, for those of you who are not well versed in your Halo news at the moment, what is Halo Fireteam Raven? Well, Halo Waypoint describes it as follows. It's an epic cooperative arcade sci-fi shooting game from the arcade legends raw thrills and play mechanics in partnership with your friendly neighborhood 343 Industries. And while I know arcade legends seems a bit like a PR hyperbole, in this case it's well earned. Headed by Xbox game icon Eugene Jarvis, Raw Thrills is likely responsible for some of your favourite immersive arcade experiences. I'm personally a sucker for a big boy cabinets from franchises like Jurassic Park, Aliens and Terminator, and every time I'm having a literal blast turning dollars into delight. It's just about guaranteed I'll find Raw Thrills logo somewhere in the game frame. What's crazy is that with Halo Fireteam Raven, they've really outdone themselves. This is something massive. They say it's one of the biggest they've ever made, and they've got no reason to doubt that claim. 130-degree screen real estate, delicious 4K goodness, and 4-player co-op. If you're a Halo fan or just a fan of cool interactive game experiences, you want to try this. So that's an overview of the game. What we are going to do now is we are going to discuss aspects of the game's lore and story. We're going to break down some details from an article by Grimbrother1 on the Halo Waypoint website, and also break down some of the key features that are in the trailer itself and understand the sort of aspects of Halo Combat Evolved that it takes over from the books, the characters, the weapons. We're going to go all over that. So Halo Fireteam Raven takes place during the events of Halo Combat Evolved. And if you haven't gathered already, you play as Fireteam Raven, which is a group of ODSTs, otherwise known as Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, and essentially you're evacuating the Pillar of Autumn just like the Master Chief did on Halo CE, and you're set to land on the surface of Alpha Halo. Alongside that, you'll be fighting along other Marines from the Pillar of Autumn, fighting against the Covenant and also the Flood, and there are a few Flood things to go over which there've been some gripes of over Twitter, but I'll let Hidden Xperia express his thoughts with that, as it's a Flood related thing. We all know what it's like. And some of the lore is also due to coincide with the Halo book The Flood. It's a classic book. I mean, I read that when I was younger, thoroughly enjoyed it, probably don't remember half of it, but essentially it's got a lot more details and more as what sort of in and around the Halo Combat Evolved. And in terms of the actual squad itself, we're going to go over some of the characters. Now there are 4. Now you've got Ethan Graves, Marcus Hudson, Victor Ramos and Ava Lang. At the end of each game you'll be given a score tally and you'll be able to see exactly what you've done in the previous match, but in terms of the actual statistics of each person on the screen as you play as, Ethan Graves, he's a tactics / command specialisation. He was born in the Sol system. His height is 192 centimetres, he weighs 94 kilograms and his age is 37. Marcus Hudson, he is a recon / communications person. His birthplace was on New Alexandria, which is on the planet Reach, which we all know very well. His height is 190 centimetres, his weight is 92 kilograms and his age is 30. Coming in a bit younger now, we've got Victor Ramos, which is a heavy weapons / support character, and his birthplace is Tribute, which I believe is in the Epsilon Eridani system, the same system in which the planet Reach is in. And then we have Ava Lang. She is an explosive / demolitions person. She was born in Chicago on Earth. so take that for what you think. And her height is 179 centimeters, her weight is 73 kilograms, and her age is ever so slightly than Victoria Ramos. She is aged 23. So quite early on in the trailer you see the Pillar of Autumn approaching Alpha Halo, and then you see Fireteam Raven having a discussion, and the AI, I'm not quite sure who that is. It's quite sort of vague at the moment, but I'm intrigued. I don't think it's going to be a huge character by any means, but then going forward you actually do see them on the Pillar of Autumn. And what I find really interesting, and this is one thing I always wanted to do as a kid, was actually fight on the desert area that is on Alpha Halo, where you actually play it on the last mission, the Maw, but you never visit this area. There have been Halo Combat Evolved and Custom Edition mods that have allowed you to do that, but not quite to the same effect that it looks like with this. It looks quite a big encounter, almost reminiscent of a scrapped Halo 3 sand level, which I'll put a link for that in the description as well if you want to take a look at that. There are various locations you visit. There's some areas that kind of look like Forge World. I think it's just a rip of assets, to be honest with you. I don't think that they've based it around Forge World intentionally. It's probably just easier to rip some of the models. Then you do go to areas such as Two Betrayals and like the Snow Mission. You see plenty of Flood forms, and hopefully the Flood, I would love to see the Flood in a mainline Halo game, but it doesn't seem to be happening. And in terms of weaponry, now there are some sort of new art style kind of designs in there, but primarily I'd say they're all classic Halo art styles along with some of the HUD designs. I'm a big fan. Everything of this seems to be working out great so far. I'm excited. I would like to see an adapted version of this for an Xbox One or PC. Highly unlikely if you ask me. I don't think that the demand's quite there. It's probably quite a bit of work, but maybe a virtual reality version would be excellent. But I'm a big fan of the character designs of this as well. It's still the old art style, and it still makes each character look unique. All of the Covenant are identifiable, and it's very much a classic Sangheili design, which I know a lot of Halo fans are big fans for. And lastly, some of the scenes do seem to take inspiration from other Halo games. This scene here in particular, just to say, seems to take a lot of inspiration from Halo Reach. I'm very looking forward to this. I hope there's one near me. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. What do you want to see? Is this what you want to see? Do you think we're going to see Halo 6? Do you think it's going to have anything in line with this? Is there going to be anything in terms of art style that Halo 6 is going to adopt? I'm very curious. Let me know. My name is Jack Fletcher. You can find my Twitter in the comment section on the pinned tweet. And I will see you next time on the one and only Ultimate Halo.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfreaking believable Halo content.